what happens in the locker room should stay there. But some people love drama.
The Lakers are drowning in chaos right now, and this one's got the whole NBA buzzing. Word on the inside is that LeBron James and Luka Dončić actually got into a fight in the locker room, all because something LeBron never thought could happen just did. Luka didn't just show up in Los Angeles. He straight up took his spot. Overnight, the balance of power inside the Lakers flipped, and everyone felt it. For 6 years, LeBron was the man in LA. His word was gospel. But the second Luka touched down, the entire organization started orbiting around him. The moment fans realized things had changed came after a recent game when Rob Pelinka, the Lakers GM, walked right past LeBron and followed Luka into the tunnel instead. You could see the disbelief on LeBron's face. The vibe in LA has shifted completely. The throne is wobbling, and Luka's the one sitting on it now. And here's the wild part, and we're about to break down everything. From that tunnel moment to the behind-the-scenes drama that led to the locker room blow-up, if you thought LeBron was still calling the shots in Hollywood, think again. The team moves differently now, and the front office, they're all in on Luka Dončić. He's the one running the plays, commanding the respect, getting all the dap, all the laughs, all the love that used to go to LeBron. This isn't gossip. It's right there on the court for everyone to see. Watch the games, check the stats. Luka's stacking triple-doubles, sinking circus shots, and making everyone around him shine brighter. Meanwhile, LeBron's still putting up numbers, sure, but let's be real. There's a new sheriff in LA. The proof's everywhere. The Lakers' future plans are clearly built around Luka. Their social media tells the whole story. Luka's big shots, Luka's locker room moments, Luka's celebrations, they're all over the timeline. Meanwhile, LeBron's posts, way fewer, way quieter. Even NBA legends, guys LeBron once idolized, are now talking about Luka like he's the face of the league's next era. What's got people whispering is how this shift is happening while LeBron's still there. He always knew Luka was next up, but not this fast, not this loud. Luka isn't just another superstar. He's become the symbol of the Lakers' next decade. He's the reason they're thinking big picture again. And that's got LeBron, for maybe the first time in his career, feeling like the odd man out. Remember, LeBron's always been the alpha everywhere he's gone. That's why he left Cleveland back in 2010, to control his destiny. But now, that same control is slipping away. The Lakers' focus has turned to Luka, and everyone in the building knows it. And the situation blew up right after the blockbuster trade that shocked the entire league. The news dropped that Luka Dončić was heading to the Lakers in exchange for Anthony Davis and a few key pieces, and the internet exploded. Nobody saw it coming. A reigning all-NBA guard in his prime, leaving Dallas for Los Angeles. That's the kind of deal that changes everything. As soon as it became official, chaos hit every corner of the basketball world. Fans, analysts, ex-players, everyone went crazy. Some called it the boldest move in NBA history. Luka himself was stunned. He admitted it didn't even feel real at first, said it felt like a prank gone too far. And who could blame him? He spent his whole career in Dallas only to wake up one morning as the Lakers' newest megastar. But the reaction in LA, totally different story. Fans welcomed him like he was a chosen one, the guy destined to bring the franchise back to glory.
A little sad about losing AD, but we got in his prime Luka, right? So we're set for the next 10, 15 years.
What you think of the trade with Luka Dončić?
Great.
When he showed up at that first Lakers press conference, you could feel the shift in the air. The crowd, the cameras, the energy, all eyes were on Luka Dončić. The message that day couldn't have been clearer. There's a new face of the Lakers now, and everyone knows it. LeBron's not out, but he's definitely not on top anymore. And that's what's tearing the locker room apart. The Lakers front office, led by Rob Pelinka, didn't even bother hiding their excitement. They were glowing. Pelinka was out here calling Luka Dončić the centerpiece of the franchise's next era, like the Lakers had already packed up the LeBron James era and were officially moving on. And when you look at the timing, it all feels way too perfect and just a little bit cold. See, Right when that blockbuster trade went down, LeBron was dealing with a nagging calf and foot issue, the kind of injury that had him sitting out games for the first time in decades. Call it bad luck or call it poetic timing, but while LeBron was limping on the sidelines, the Lakers were busy rolling out the red carpet for their shiny new star. When the interviews started, LeBron's reaction said it all. He laughed off the news at first, saying he thought the trade was a joke and couldn't believe Anthony Davis was really gone. He even said it didn't hit him until he saw Luka in a Lakers jersey during media day. Sure, he gave Luka props.
I was out with my family at dinner and got the news, and first time I heard it, I thought it was for sure fake. Thought it was a hoax. People messing around, whatever.
Said he liked the idea of having another superstar alongside him. But what he didn't expect was how fast the whole organization would switch up on him. Just like that, the script flipped. What was supposed to be a Dallas shakeup turned into a full-blown Lakers reboot. The league's spotlight swung toward LA. Fans went wild, and the front office made it clear that the future was Luka. Meanwhile, LeBron, the same guy who defined the Lakers for years, suddenly looked like an afterthought in his own house. But that's where things start to spiral, because once Luka landed in Los Angeles, this wasn't just a trade, it was a takeover. The locker room energy flipped overnight. According to insiders, the vibe got weird real quick. Lakers reporter Jovan Buha dropped the bomb, saying people inside the organization were worried that confusion and frustration were creeping in, and even staff members didn't know who was really in charge anymore. To really understand how deep this hit LeBron, you gotta look at his history. This man has always been the one pulling strings. From Cleveland to Miami to LA, LeBron's entire career has been built on control, controlling the roster, the coaching, even the media narrative. Think back to Cleveland. During his first run, he complained that management couldn't build a winner around him. When he came back in 2014, it was a whole different story. Kevin Love got traded in immediately because LeBron wanted it. When coach David Blatt didn't vibe with him, he was fired mid-season while leading the East. His preferred assistant, Tyronn Lue, got promoted the next day. Even his contracts were power plays. Those 1+1 deals kept pressure on front offices to do exactly what he wanted, and that power followed him to Los Angeles. Lee GM wasn't a joke. LeBron built the Lakers his way. He pushed hard for Anthony Davis, demanded better rosters, and let's not pretend Bronny's draft path wasn't helped by his father's influence. Every move, every season, every storyline, LeBron was always the mastermind. Until now, because when Luka showed up, something changed. The Lakers didn't just start ignoring LeBron, they started treating Luka like he was the new king. Priority meetings, Luka's in them, coaching input, Luka's got a voice. Every handshake, every photo op, every subtle sign of respect that used to be reserved for LeBron was suddenly directed straight at Luka. It happened so fast, even people inside the locker room were stunned. And the tension finally boiled over. Rumors spread that LeBron straight up confronted Luka about who's really running the team. Voices were raised, teammates picked sides, and according to insiders, things nearly turned physical. They tried to keep it quiet until fans caught that one awkward moment during a game timeout when LeBron shook hands with another player but completely ignored Luka standing right beside him. The cameras caught it, the internet noticed, and suddenly everyone knew this wasn't friendly competition anymore. This wasn't just a small locker room spat, it was a full-on power struggle. LeBron's been the top dog everywhere he's gone. The general, the closer, the one who calls the shots. But now, he's facing someone who can challenge that naturally. Not through politics or PR, but through pure game. Luka doesn't have to try to take the throne. His talent does it for him, and that right there is what's eating LeBron alive. The younger energy, the spotlight, the nonstop media love, all of it's eating away at the aura LeBron James spent 2 decades building in Los Angeles. Fans are whispering the question nobody thought they'd ever ask. Is this still LeBron's team, or has Luka Dončić quietly taken the throne? This isn't some gossip thread fantasy. It's a full-blown power shift happening right in front of us. And in today's NBA, where influence matters just as much as stats, those cracks in LeBron's kingdom are getting harder to ignore. If you thought the trade itself was wild, wait till you see how the vibe inside the Lakers locker room and even across the league has flipped. The energy surrounding Luka is electric. And it's making this tension between him and LeBron build into something explosive. The league hasn't seen drama like this in years. You couldn't write a better storyline if you tried. Since Luka touched down in LA, everyone, from young teammates to certified legends, has started lining up behind him. Take Austin Reeves, for example. After a big Lakers win, he said something that made jaws drop. He usually doesn't hand out compliments like that, but he called Luka one of the best players in the league. He even went on to praise Luka's leadership and the way he makes everyone around him better. Then he dropped the line that said it all. Luka's the one we ride with. That's not just respect, that's loyalty.
He wants to go out there and win. So when you put a guy like that on your team, and obviously everybody knows how skilled he is and, you know, the way he makes the game, you know, easy for everybody else.
And it doesn't stop there. The old heads, the icons LeBron grew up watching, they're all showing Luka major love too. Allen Iverson, known for keeping it real no matter what, spoke about Luka on a podcast and gave him massive props.
Who in the league reminds you of yourself?
Everybody say Ja. What the hell is wrong with Luka?
The kind of praise Iverson doesn't hand out lightly. Hearing that from the answer himself, that's one of the biggest stamps of approval you can get in the game. Then Kevin Garnett chimed in, and his take cut deep. KG said Luka joining the Lakers might actually buy LeBron 3 more years in the league.
What does Luka do for Bron?
What? Man, look, Bron, this brought Bron 3 years. You know what Bron can do? This is what Bron wanted AD to do.
Right.
Go ahead, big fella.
Hey.
Go ahead.
Hey.
This shit Luka about to do is about to be impactful.
Translation, even with all the tension and ego battles, Luka's presence is saving LeBron's final act. Garnett's point was cold but true. The power struggle might sting, but Luka's arrival is keeping the Lakers relevant and giving LeBron a softer landing for the twilight of his career. The crazy part is that Luka didn't just steal hearts, he's reprogramming the Lakers' entire offense. The team didn't just get better, they transformed overnight. Before Luka arrived, the Lakers' attack was fine, but nothing special. Once he stepped in, the numbers went wild. According to tracking data, their three-point attempt rate jumped from 34.3 to 42.3 per 100 possessions, skyrocketing from bottom tier to top 3 in the NBA. That's not coincidence. That's Luka magic. His presence forces defenses to stretch out, opening up lanes, freeing shooters, and giving role players more room to cook. Every time defenders collapse, he finds the open man. It's surgical. The Lakers' offensive rating climbed to 116.1 with him on the court. Suddenly, they're a top 7 offense in the league. And it's not luck. It's a system now built completely around Luka's brilliance. And when it comes to personal stats, Luka's already making Lakers history. In his first game against his old team, the Dallas Mavericks, just weeks after the trade, he dropped 19 points, 15 rebounds, and 12 assists for a triple-double. That wasn't just a statement, it was a message to his former franchise. You lost your franchise player. That was Luka's 81st career triple-double, Stuze, and his first in purple and gold. You could practically feel the sting in Dallas. Since then, he's been averaging around 27 to 28 points, 8.2 rebounds, and 7.5 assists per game. Numbers that scream franchise cornerstone. And remember, this is all while he's still adjusting to a new system, new teammates, and the Hollywood spotlight. Those stats aren't just impressive, they're transformative. And the ripple effect, it's huge. Because Luka commands respect. Guys like Austin Reeves and Jackson Hayes are suddenly thriving. The Lakers' pick-and-roll game with Luka running it went from 0.92 to 1.18 points per possession after February 2025. That's elite-level efficiency, the kind of improvement that turns a playoff team into a title contender. So yeah, the power dynamic isn't just changing, it's statistically shifting. Luka isn't just a new kid in town, he's the one rewriting the Lakers' entire playbook. And LeBron, for the first time in his career, he's realizing what it feels like to live in someone else's shadow. Players who looked average last season are suddenly shining like stars. And it's no coincidence. Defenses can't collapse the paint like they used to because Luka Dončić has completely reprogrammed how the Lakers' offense operates. Instead of those slow, predictable isolation sets that revolved around LeBron's methodical pace, the team now plays with rhythm, speed, and precision. The floor is spaced, the execution is sharp, and the energy off the charts. That shift didn't happen by accident. It forced the entire Lakers front office and coaching staff to rebuild their system around Luka. As one insider put it, this wasn't just a trade, it was an operating system reboot. And it's true, the Lakers didn't just swap stars, they swapped identities. Let's be real. The franchise couldn't keep depending on a 41-year-old legend whose best days are behind him. They needed a fresh face to build around, someone who could carry them into the next decade, and Luka's that guy. He's got the youth, the skill, and the fire. At just 26, he's putting up elite numbers while still improving every season. Management saw what was obvious to everyone watching. Luka isn't just a short-term boost, he's a long-term plan. With him, the Lakers have not only reloaded but redefined their future. So yeah, this wasn't just a flashy trade, it was the official start of the Luka era. The Lakers are no longer a team depending on LeBron's back to stay relevant. They're building a whole new legacy, one that runs smoothly without him needing to dominate every possession. Because now, with Luka at the wheel, the engine hums perfectly, fast, modern, and efficient. And when you line the numbers up side by side, it's no contest who's running the show right now. Luka commands a massive 33.8% usage rate. That's roughly 1 in every 3 Lakers possessions flowing through him. Meanwhile, LeBron's usage has dropped to 28.8%, showing exactly how the offense has shifted away from him. The ball runs through Luka, and the results speak for themselves. He's averaging 28.2 points, 8.1 rebounds, and 7.5 assists in about 35 minutes a night, while maintaining an elite true shooting percentage despite being double-teamed constantly. LeBron, on the other hand, is putting up 24.4 points, 7.8 rebounds, and 8.2 assists. Solid, but not the same impact. Luka's game is elevating everyone around him, while LeBron's is starting to show its age. But here's where things get really juicy, because it's not just what's happening on the court, it's the quiet moves happening behind the scenes. Remember that tunnel moment we talked about earlier? When Rob Pelinka walked right past LeBron and followed Luka after the game? That wasn't random, that was a message. That was symbolic power on full display, Nate. The GM's silent way of saying, this is our guy now. LeBron felt it, everyone in that building did. Why does that small moment matter so much? Because the Lakers have a history of showing their hand once they've picked their chosen one. When Magic Johnson became the centerpiece, the franchise bent around him. When Shaq took over, everything revolved around his dominance. When Kobe emerged, the marketing, the roster, even the narrative shifted to elevate him. And now, the same torch is being passed to Luka Dončić. The signs are everywhere. Luka's reportedly meeting with Pelinka more than any other player, talking rotations, strategy, and future moves. Marketing campaigns have already begun spotlighting him in subtle ways. Billboards, promos, even the Lakers' social media tone has changed. Season ticket promotions are using Luka's image, not LeBron's. Insiders are saying it outright. The Lakers have entered a post-LeBron era. Management is already planning the next decade around Luka. Pelinka even admitted in a recent interview that the Lakers are building around Luka for the next 10 years. That's not speculation, that's confirmation.
I can't think of a more amazing starting point to build a roster for the next decade. And
so the question becomes, what did LeBron expect? That he'd stay the top dog forever? That the franchise would keep revolving around him even as time caught up? For years, he called the shots, shaped rosters, and dictated direction. But now the tide's turned and he's struggling to accept it. And that's when things start getting tense, because LeBron isn't letting go quietly. Sources say he's been fighting to reclaim control. You can see it during games. Some nights, he hijacks possessions, forcing the offense through himself instead of letting Luka lead the flow. Plays that should run through Luka stall out as LeBron tries to remind everyone he's still LeBron James. But those moments are telling. They show a man who feels the throne slipping away and a young star who didn't come to wait his turn. The Lakers are no longer LeBron's kingdom. They're Luka's empire now, and the whole world's watching how this power struggle plays out. Even during interviews, LeBron can't hide it anymore. Those subtle little jabs keep slipping out. He talks about experience and knowing how to lead, clearly throwing shade at Luka without saying his name. Everyone can see it for what it is. Performative leadership. The kind where LeBron tries to remind everyone he's still the vet, still the voice, still the one who knows best. But deep down, even he knows the power dynamic has flipped.
The phrase I've sort of landed on, he's a front runner. When he thinks the team is good and has a legit shot at winning a championship, he can do that leadership, and he's really in, like 2019. When he doesn't, that's when you see the passive-aggressive stuff, not showing up.
And honestly, the media isn't doing him any favors. The second Luka's trade became official, every major sports show and podcast went into overdrive. NBA analysts, former players, talk show hosts, all of them flipped the conversation overnight. The question wasn't, can the Lakers make it work anymore? Like it was, is Luka now the face of the entire league?
And I think you're going to see a real separation on most nights with Luka and LeBron. I think Luka is going to play like the best player in the league.
Paul Pierce even came right out and said it. They're going to let LeBron groom Luka to be the face of the league on the Lakers. That line hit like a dagger. Imagine being LeBron sitting at home watching that clip, knowing Pierce just said out loud what everyone's already thinking. Even ESPN called the trade the wildest move we've seen in years, saying it was bigger than the creation of the Big Three era, the same era LeBron built his brand on. The irony's brutal. Analysts are openly debating whether LeBron's just a bridge, a temporary mentor to keep the team steady until Luka takes over completely. And social media? Oh, it's ruthless. Memes everywhere. Luka carrying LeBron on his back. Fan edits showing LeBron fading into the background while Luka stands in the spotlight. Even the chants in the arena tell the story. UKA, LUKA, echoing through Staples Center like a passing of the torch. On talk shows and player interviews, it's all Luka, all the time. Reporters are talking about his global appeal, his merchandise sales, his ticket demand. Every discussion about the Lakers' long-term brand is now centered around him. Meanwhile, LeBron, the man who once dominated every headline, barely gets mentioned. The story has officially changed. The headline isn't LeBron anymore, it's Luka. And here's where things go completely off the rails, because the media storm didn't just hit the team, it detonated inside the fan base. Laker Nation is split down the middle, and it's ugly. Scroll through the comment sections, check Twitter, or stand outside Crypto.com arena after a game. It's chaos out there. Fans are arguing like it's a family feud. The younger generation of the Gen Z fans are all in on Luka. They're making highlight edits, breaking down plays, posting Luka's crazy stepbacks and one-legged fadeaways with captions like, "The future of LA is here." They love the flair, the swagger, the passes that shouldn't even be possible. To them, Luka isn't just another player. He's the new heartbeat of the Lakers, the one bringing back excitement, the one worth buying tickets for. But what's wild is that even the old school fans, the ones who lived through Magic, Kobe, and Shaq, are starting to drift toward Luka too. They see something in him that reminds them of the golden days, the raw skill, the killer mindset, that fire to compete every night. They've seen this movie before, the torch passing from Magic to Kobe, and now, decades later, from LeBron to Luka. That's dangerous territory for LeBron because once the fans choose their new hero, the organization always follows. Magic had his army, Shaq had his army, Kobe had his army, and now Luka's building one too, a fan base that rides for him no matter what. And it's all built on performance and authenticity, not hype. Put all of it together. The front office's public signals, the media frenzy, and now the fans literally choosing sides. And it's obvious why LeBron's acting out. He's not just fighting Luka for touches or shots. He's fighting the entire city of Los Angeles. And that's a war no superstar can win. So now we're at the moment of truth. The question that everyone's debating but no one wants to say out loud. Is this the end of the LeBron era? Has Luka already taken the throne simply by being younger, faster, and flat out better right now? Because everything, from the marketing campaigns to the team rotations to how the Lakers talk about the future, screams that they've already moved on. The league can't ignore what's happening. Luka's not coming. He's here. He's the future. LeBron's legacy is set, but the present belongs to someone else now. Los Angeles has made its choice, and the torch has officially been passed. So I'll ask you, whose side are you on? Is it Team LeBron or Team Luka? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more NBA drama and deep dives. I'll catch you on the next one.